Hi everyone, welcome on back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about the way you think about your hair actually matters, and I've actually noticed that the thoughts that you may have about your hair does actually affect your journey. So I would say mindset does play an important part, and I have noticed the effects of my mindset when it comes to my hair on the different journeys that I've had with my hair. And based on the journey that I have today with my locks, I notice a complete difference. So obviously when you're younger, growing up, you base your hair, I would say, based on, your surroundings and how you're growing up. So for me, I felt like my hair wasn't always good enough, to be honest with you. And I feel like I've always felt that as a child. And then when I got to the age where I was getting perms, I guess my hair is not necessarily good enough. So I guess that's why we are now trying to straighten it, right? Because I feel like back then natural hair wasn't really, as popular as it is today, of course. But I always felt like my hair was, too coarse. It wasn't as thick as I would like it to be, and it wasn't as long. And all of that affected the way I feel like my hair played out in my childhood. It never got to a certain length. It always stayed short. So I feel like growing up, that kind of, or definitely had an effect on my hair journey at that point in my life. I would say things started to change when, of course, I became an adult and I actually went on my natural hair journey back in 2011. That is when I actually noticed that my hair took a different turn. It was because I wasn't looking at it as this problem, I would say. It wasn't like I was trying to keep it straight. At this point, I was actually embracing it in its natural state. So I wasn't using chemicals as far as permanent. I still was coloring it and things like that. But I noticed the overall health of my hair definitely changed. Now, of course, just the way you think about your hair is not going to be the only thing you need to do on your journey. Of course, you need to take care of it. But I feel like when you mentally don't care about your hair and you don't think nothing of it, you don't think it's as good as you think it should be or as good as you want it to be, then you don't have that energy to necessarily take care of it. You don't feel good about taking care of it. It feels like it's such a chore, so to speak, I would say. And those things may still be true whether or not you embrace your hair or not, but I definitely noticed a shift during that time with me taking care of my hair and maintaining it. It wasn't like it was this big problem, I would say. And at that point, I had definitely learned how to take care of my hair better. Going through the trials and errors with it in its natural state. And my hair started to progress. It started to look a bit thicker to me. It started to actually grow. The longest my hair grew when I was wearing it in its loose natural state was actually my shoulders. So I had never had shoulder length hair, and I was completely in shock that my hair actually grew that long. And it was definitely because I had shifted the way I was thinking about it, my thought process with my overall hair journey. And so now that I'm on my lock journey, I feel like that mindset has now even progressed even more. Not to say that you can't have a successful hair journey, whether you're natural or not natural. You, of course, can. But I do think it affects your journey regardless of whatever state you choose to keep your hair in, if you have a positive outlook on it. Which, of course, you can admire and be inspired by other people in their hair journeys, but at the end of the day, you have to accept your hair for what it can and cannot do. So now 2020 arrives, I finally decide to lock my hair. And I have to say, it has been progressing even better than it was when I was a loose natural. It's growing extremely faster to me. It's actually looking a bit healthier, I want to say, to me. Now, my hair is colored, of course, so I know I am causing damage to it by coloring it. But at the same time, I still feel like the overall health of my hair is still pretty good for the state that I keep it in and, deal with it and what I do to it. And it's just been such an opening and loving journey with it being in its lock state. I feel like locks take you through so many stages, so many ups and downs, that you have no choice but to either love it or hate it. If you are not new to my channel and you watch my updates, my journey, and me talking about the things I've been going through with this lock journey, I have to say, I've still been overall positive with my hair. So I feel like my hair has been doing extremely well on this journey. And of course, I definitely feel like I take care of it much better than I was as a loose natural. I felt like as a loose natural, I was doing so many things. I had so many products. I was doing so many trends and things like that. And on my lock journey, I still, do things with it. I still style it, but I feel like it's not as much. And I still give it time to grow and breathe and do what it needs to do to also help in the health and overall growth process. But it's just something to definitely look at on your journey, because I know when we're on a certain journey, we start saying things, about our hair, or you start seeing people with maybe hair that you think looks similar to yours, is their journey is progressing much faster or much better. And then you start to talk certain things over your own hair, over yourself, that, I feel like everything is definitely energy. Everything is definitely goes off of the power of the tongue. What are you saying about whatever is happening in your life? It doesn't necessarily have to be hair, but in this case, when it comes to my hair, I have to say I've been talking to it better, which sounds, I know, silly, but I actually do say amazing things about the crown of my head. So I do say positive affirmations towards my hair, which may sound a little silly, but I feel like it definitely does work, especially if you're a person that starts to feel some type of negativity against yourself or your own hair journey. Saying that your hair is healthy, saying that it looks beautiful, that you're so proud of its progression. Like, I say things like that about my hair, and making sure I keep that positive aspect regardless of what's going on in the physical, because it does make a difference. You have a better outlook about it. I feel like it starts to manifest into reality. And so definitely with my locks, I feel like throughout the journey, I've been on the roller coaster, but even though I've been on a roller coaster, I still been positive about the journey. Listening to other people and their journeys and how they speak about their journeys and their hair, you definitely can see the difference in someone's journey based on how they talk about their journey. If you understand what I'm saying, like, you can kind of see where their journey is going based on their thought process. So it is something that is pretty important for you on whatever journey you choose to be on. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye, guys.